David, I'm going to get to you in a second, but we want to listen to Tom Coburn for a second.
Courage is what matters most in Washington, especially when dealing with the Congress. Just as no battle plan ever survives contact with the enemy, no presidential agenda, no matter how conservative, survives contact with Congress. John McCain has the courage, the grit, and the conviction to tell Congress no and fight for the reforms we need to secure the future for us, our children, and our grandchildren. Maybe it's John McCain's disregard for his own personal political safety and the opinions of other politicians that have led many on Capitol Hill to say that the McCain presidency sends chills down their spine. Anything that sends chills down the spine of the big spenders in Congress should warm the heart of every American taxpayer. Other critics have said that John McCain stood in the way of a conservative GOP agenda. But as conservatives, we have to look at the whole picture. In fact, due to a failure of leadership in our Congress, I'm not sure we've had a comprehensive GOP conservative agenda since 1995. Was the bridge to nowhere and an explosion of earmarks part of the GOP conservative agenda? John McCain was one of only 11 Republicans to stand with me to fight to kill the bridge to nowhere. Most Republicans were marching off that bridge when we were trying to defund it. What John McCain's record tells me is that we won't have to wait until the last year of a president to see him pick a fight with Congress. John McCain will declare war on pork, the gateway drug to the spending addiction that's bankrupting our children, the day he enters office. There will be no earmarks for teapot museums, First Lady libraries, or hippie flashbacks in the McCain administration. The new prescription drug entitlement our party leadership pushed on us was part of a GOP agenda, but wasn't part of a conservative agenda. John McCain had the foresight to vote against Medicare Part D, the largest entitlement expansion since Lyndon Johnson. The criticisms he's received from the conservative pundits were absent when we were expanding government. John McCain believes Congress should keep the promises it has made before it makes promises it can't keep. He also has the most comprehensive and conservative health care reform plan of any candidate. He will fight the government-run, universally controlled health care plans supported by Senator Clinton and Senator Obama. He'll fight it with common sense, free market principles that work, that get the insurance company and the government out of the doctor-patient relationship. We know John McCain's taken some positions we don't like as conservatives. I don't believe you can ignore that fact that he took many bold stands against a big government Republican agenda that had destroyed the majority that the Republicans held. When most Republicans were trying to build a governing majority through pork and were growing the government faster than the Democrats who came before us, John McCain was pushing the party in the opposite direction on key issues. Let me touch on some of those. On judges, I wouldn't have endorsed John McCain if I thought for a minute that he wouldn't endorse judges that would be strict constructionists. You have to look at the judges that he's voted for: Bork, Thomas, Roberts, Alito, Priscilla Owens, Janice Rogers Brown. If that doesn't say who he's going to be. I also know that he wants us to be approving conservative judges now, while they try to block that in the last year of the Bush administration. On immigration, John McCain was trying to solve a problem which, quite incidentally, hasn't improved much. He listened and learned and decided the facts were on our side, not his. He doesn't have a secret plan to enact blanket amnesty as president. And if he did, he knows I'd kill it. McCain-Feingold misdiagnosed the real problem as too much money to politicians rather than politicians whose votes aren't for sale. Even though I disagree with John on many things, his desire to tackle the corruption in the congressional neighborhood was correct. The source of Washington's corruption isn't K Street. It's Congress' lack of restraint. And John McCain has taken the bold steps to tackle them head-on at its source. I have to say that the concerns I hear about John McCain pale into the comparison to the two greatest challenges facing our country. terrorism, and a Congress that refuses to correct our unsustainable fiscal course. If we get all the other issues right, but those two issues we get wrong, our nation will not survive. John McCain's record on the issues that are paramount to our future is a record conservatives can support. John McCain has a conservative record on what is arguably the transcendent social issue of our time, the sanctity of human life. He has been pro-life for 24 years, and his record matches his speech. On national security, John McCain is by far the most qualified candidate on either side. He will meet not only the security challenges we know about, but more importantly, those we don't know about. Tyrants and terrorists will think twice about challenging the United States with John McCain in the White House. Is John McCain perfect? No. Will we disagree with him sometimes? Absolutely. But elections are about choices. I'd be happy to debate anyone who thinks staying home or supporting Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama is a better choice for our future than my friend John McCain. Now, I want to ask you to welcome the person who I think is best qualified to protect the future for my grandchildren and yours, and to secure their future, embrace the heritage of this nation, a heritage of sacrifice, and welcome the soon-to-be next President of the United States, John McCain.